Welcome to the Lechtich Parsha podcast, where we delve into the Torah's timeless wisdom and uncover uplifting and empowering lessons tailored to the challenges of our generation.
So, you guys know what's coming up? It looks like you guys are a pretty good group. You guys look Torah-dic. You guys look involved. You guys look incredible. And I'm sure you guys know that Purim is coming up. And Purim is a very special day. Purim is extremely special. It might even be one of the most special days of the entire year. Does anybody know why it might be the most special day of the entire year? Anybody have any suggestions?
We were saved from being wiped out.
Wow, we were saved from being wiped out. Anybody agree, disagree? Agree? Were we saved from being wiped out? 100%. We were saved from being wiped out. Anybody else? What else was special about the day of Purim?
It's very happy.
Very happy. Why? I was very happy. We got saved. We weren't wiped out. There's something very interesting that is different, unique about Purim that we don't find in other Yom Tovim. Anybody want to try? Slurp it. Slurp it? Slice of pizza? Anybody?
I feel so stronger than
Achilas were stronger. This is a heavy list. Reminds you of liquid. Achilas were stronger. That is 100% true. We fasted. There was tzoyim. There was bechi. We were crying. We were screaming. Yes, that is true. Anyone else want to try? There's one specific thing. It's 2 words. It could be maybe 3 words. Something very particular that I'm looking for. Oh! I owe you a slice of pizza. Neither will give you money for a slice of pizza. I am so happy you said that. Who? So, what's your name? Eitan was just mechavin. There were so many bachim here, Talmidim that gave great answers. But we're trying to figure out the nekuda. What is the nekuda of Purim? The special virtue. I don't know a better word for that. The special zach about Purim. What is it? So we said that it was victory. We said that there was fasting and that there was tefillas. And it's a happy day of joy. But there was one particular thing. I owe him a slice of pizza. We will sell the money. The thing I was looking for was 2 words. V'nafich hu. V'nafich hu, v'nafich hu means everything was hafuch. In Israel, in Hebrew, to say something worked out opposite or just all the way around is hafuch. Hafuch means to turn around, means everything 180. Turn around. And on Purim, the special thing, besides the fact that Hashem answered our tefillos, and besides the fact that there were tremendous nisim that were performed on our behalf, but most of all was v'nafachu. We don't find this special midah, this kindness, this hatava of Hashem. We only find it in Purim. Pesach, yes, we had Kriyas Yamsuf, we had the Makkos. That was tremendous nisim, but not necessarily was there a nafachu in every single aspect. It was kind of on trajectory. We were in a bad situation. We were destitute. We were crying. We were being oppressed. And Hashem did a tremendous miracle for us. 100%. But if you look at the Megillah and you go through it, and that guy definitely should open up an English Megillah. I'm sure Rabbi Picks is teaching you. But you go through the Megillah and every single thing, every single time we thought we were going to get crushed and we thought we were going to get killed. And on the day of Adar, we were supposed to be obliterated and annihilated. Genocide to the Jews. Everything happened. Afoch. Everything happened just the opposite way around. And the Vilna Gaon, you guys heard of the Vilna Gaon? Rabbi Leo Kramer? He writes, he has a whole sefer dedicated just to go through literally every single word of the Megillah, how exactly each word is hafoch, each pasuk, the whole thing, how there's so much siyata dishmaya, how there's so many nisim in every single word of the Megillah. But this is the only yontif on Purim that we find this tremendous midah of hafoch. What does that mean for us? It's a good question. I spoke yesterday. I was in New York City. And I spoke to men that are probably double your age, maybe triple. And they said, tell us, what should we hang on to? What should we hold on to as we go into the Yontif of Purim? What can we take on a very practical level going into our Purim? Not just a nice Dvar Torah. Not just something we can tell our mom and dad. Not something that we can say over at the Purim meal, the Suda, the festive Purim meal. But something that every single Yid, whatever age you are, 30, 40, 10, I guess you guys are 12, 11, 12, right? 11, 12. That we can all take away. Myself, Rabbi Salam, Rabbi Pick. What's that one thing? So I'll tell you what I told them. Because they said it was good. So I think it was good for you guys too. And good for me. The one thing is realizing this nekuda. You guys know what a nekuda means? It's a big word. You guys should know this. Nekuda means the point. Nekuda means the yisoid. The yisoid means the thing itself. What's the yisoid of Purim? What's the point of Purim? What do we take away from Purim? How do we walk away? You guys know what empowered means? It means that we're uplifted. It means that we're connected. It means that Purim isn't just a day that we pass through, that we get dressed up and that we watch the men get drunk and we sing and we put on our costumes. But what's a real way that we can connect you and you and you and you and tell your mother and tell your father and tell your brother? What is that? I'm going to tell you. Because I'm going to tell you the secret. The secret is realizing. The secret is realizing that during this time of the year, that everything can change. There's nothing that's set in stone. There's nothing that we can't daven for. There's nothing that Hashem is not listening to. I have my own Talmidim. I teach in Lakewood, in the summer especially. And a lot of times, I'll be very honest with you, I look around at them. It's a much larger class. There's exponentially many more. It's a very populated place, Lakewood. So when I teach, I'm teaching to 40 kids, 40 Heilige Neshamas, like you guys. And a lot of times I look around the classroom, and they're doing their thing and whatever, listening, not listening, playing, screaming. And I look around, and there's something I realize, and I'm thinking of that they're not. And that is that each one of them might be going through something that I have no idea. That each one might be going through a challenge that I'm not aware of. And really only you, all you guys, you only really know what you guys are going through. What situations, what things you're davening for, what you want in life, what you want from your family, what you want to be one day. Only you really know deep down. It's only you and nobody else. And on Purim is the day where we can come to God. You guys know what the Eibishter means? The Eibishter is Hashem. Kadosh Baruch Hu. And we can go to the Eibishter, we can go to Hashem, and we can say, Hashem, just like you performed the tremendous V'nafochu thousands of years ago in the time of Purim, in the time of the Nes, the Megillah Esther, I know, right here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in Torah Academy, this Makom Kaddish, that you can do the same exact thing for me. And maybe no one else in the world knows how I feel. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Nobody knows Chas v'Shalom if you're going through pain. If you have someone lay down for the means of Refuah Shlema. There's so many people still in captivity. There's so many soldiers that their lives are on the line. And only God, we can all go to Hashem on Purim and say, I know that it's only you that truly recognizes the feelings, maybe the feelings of being scared, of pain, of uncertainty, and you can turn it all around. That's what Purim is. Whatever those things that you're feeling, whatever those things are, those challenges, I come to Purim, I can daven and realize that Hashem can once again hafoch, turn everything around. Whatever it is. Imagine that. So how many are we in the class? 15, something like that? 13? All of you have different things going on in your life. All of you have different parents, you have different siblings, you have different grandparents, you have different desires, you have different things you want to do in life. But it's only you. And it's only God that really knows. Deep inside. And on Purim is the day where sometimes Hashem is Hester. You guys know what Hester means? Hidden. Amazing. sometimes God feels hidden. And during the year, it's a long, dark winter, but now it's starting to get light outside, it's starting to get nice weather. And it's that feeling, that positive energy that comes along with Purim of Mishnefnes Adar Marbin Esecha. And what we can do is we can come to Hashem and we can say, Hashem, I know you can turn anything around. Anything. Literally anything. The other night, I was talking my kids into bed, and my two of my kids live together. My 7-year-old son and my 5-year-old daughter. And we were talking about America. Bedtime is a nice experience, right? It's fun, you bond with the kids, it's a very special time. And we were talking about America for some reason, Donald Trump, maybe we're talking about Purim costumes, and my son asked me, like, what exactly is Donald Trump? Like, he knew he was the president, but like, what is the president exactly? What's his power? So I said, Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. So I was like, oh, so like, we started talking about 50 states. So I said, yeah, all 50 states, everything that happens. He's like, wow, like there's so many decisions and like, there's so much going on. Yeah, he's the president of the United States of America. My daughter, my 5-year-old daughter, she pipes up. She says, nah. Like, yeah. I said, no. She said, Donald Trump and Hashem are the president of the United States of America. And I said, well said. I stand corrected. When we realize that Hashem is really in control of everything, no matter how wealthy or powerful someone may seem, beyond all of that is Hashem, is the Eibishter. You guys know what Hashem is referred to? Hakol Yachol. We talk about that on Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. We call Hakol Yachol. Hashem can do anything in his capability. To finish off with one amazing story, I think that you guys should think of. I'm going to preface. You guys know what preface means? Anybody? You guys learn English here. This isn't liquid. What does preface mean? Preface means I'm going to give a little hakdam, a little introductory remark. I said over the story many times. Not many. I said over quite a few times. It's a marvelous, magnificent story. And I just want to preface, there's nothing really to do with me. It's a beautiful story that happens with my family. And I think it's incredible. It's a personal story, but it's worth sharing. But it seems a little bit like EGBG, like a little funny, like how did that happen? Do what you want with it. Going back 2 years ago, I went to a water park with my kids. 2 more minutes? 2 minutes. I went to a water park with my kids in the summer. It was a boiling hot day. And my kids were really excited to go to this little spray park. It wasn't Six Flags, it wasn't Hershey Park, a little spray park, a local thing in Lakewood, in Tom's River. And you guys know how the splash pads work? Like, they have these little spouts coming out from the ground, and it has like these sensors, and when you jump on it, it shoots out. Fun. I think you guys are a little past that, but maybe you guys go with younger siblings. So, we were at the splash pad, and all of the splash pads were working besides one. One splash pad, one of the sprinklers wasn't working. So, I had, I think, three kids at the time, and there was only 3, and you know how it goes, like you start fighting, getting possessive over the sprinklers. So my oldest son, I said, like, just be mevater a little bit. We try to work on vatronos. Vatronos, by the way, guys, is the most amazing thing. If you can be mevater, you know what mevater means? It means to just let go, say it's okay. In my house, my little kids say, it's okay. It's okay. It's good in a healthy balance, not always, but just to be mevater is the most positive, best meat that you can have. Vatronos. Just let things slide and move on and be the gibor. It's the best thing you can do. So I told my son, just, let your younger siblings enjoy and we'll take turns. So, okay, that worked for a few minutes, but we were going to be there for a long time. So my son said, okay, Abba, like, I was out there and I let them have the sprinkler, but I want the sprinkler now and they're not moving. So what are we going to do? Like, let's go somewhere else. There's 3 sprinklers, one of them's broken, we're 3 kids and I want my own and they're not moving. I said, Aaron Sadik, the sprinkler doesn't work. Like, there's not much we can do. Said, nothing we can do? I said, look, it's broken, it's rusty, it hasn't been operating, it hasn't been active in years. Look, it's not gonna work. Maybe you can call something, there's no one to call, it's like out in the middle of nowhere. And I said, I'm sorry, we're gonna just, we'll do something fun tomorrow or later, we'll get some ice cream, but it's like, no, Ab, I really want to go to the sprinkler. But it's just not working. He said, can you figure back and forth a few times until finally said, Aaron, there's nothing we can do. And he looked at me and he said, Abba, he said, there's nothing we can do. He said, we can't daven? I said, daven? Look at this thing. It's broken. It's not working. He said, we can daven. Pure intention. I said, you know what? I'm not going to ruin it for him. Let's daven. Can't hurt. We always say we can daven at all times. Okay. We're in the middle of a spray park in New Jersey. It's 106 degrees. Hashem is here. Let's daven. Daven. So we're davening to Hashem that hopefully he can make something happen. And we finished the entire kapitel Tehillim. And my wife is looking at me like I have two heads. My kids are looking at me like we're running away. We don't know who this guy is. And I'm there for my son. And I'm saying, let's do it. And I kid you not. After we're finishing the kapitel of Tehillim, you know that noise? You know that noise? The noise of a sprinkler all of a sudden working out of nowhere? As we finished the kapitel of Tehillim, all of a sudden, started gushing with water. I almost fainted. My kids marveled. It was an unbelievable experience. But what's my point? I'm not a Baal Mofis. I don't do Meisim. I don't do Nisim. I don't fly in carpets over the Atlantic Ocean. I don't. But my son reminded me, my 5-year-old son, there's a power of tefillah, and we always have to remember that Hashem is always with us. And as we go into Purim, remember v'nafachu. Remember that at any time, in any place, any situation, Hashem can override. And He performs all the incredible, amazing nisim at the time of the Megillah, at the time of Megillah's Esther. Even though Hashem was Hester, he was Hashem's name, you guys know, is not mentioned in the entire Megillah. Why? Because Hashem operates sometimes from a very hidden place. But we can access Him. You know from where? Where can we access Him from? What's the word I'm looking for? Siddur Tefillah. Anyone else? One word. Is it? Emunah. One word. Another word. We can access Him from anywhere. Another word. Anytime. Another word?
Any place.
Any place. And a fourth word? Anything. The 4 A's. Anywhere, anytime, anything, anywhere. I probably repeated them, but you get the point. Guys, going to Purim, Chazak, with a recognition, V'nafichu. We're young. We have a whole life ahead of us, but we always remember this. That V'nafichu, Hashem can turn anything around. The 4 A's. Take that with you, take it to the bank, and try Hashem. And you're going to see Hashem is going to be there for you, Mitzvah Hashem. Thank you guys so much for listening. I wish you all a wonderful Chodesh Adar, a Freilich and Purim, and a wonderful, beautiful Shabbos. Thank you.
I thank each and every one of you for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and I wish you a wonderful Shabbos.